Open director, go to the tower, landing courtyard, go to Banshee 44. Talk to him. You'll first have to get the Ticuus Divination. If you want to know how to get the Ticuus Divination, watch my video. After getting the Ticuus Divination, you'll speak to Banshee and he will have this message for you. Points piercing forever. This quest has 3 steps. Completing the quest rewards you Ticuus Divination Catalyst. Step number 1 is you have to collect 100 Orbs of Power. You have to defeat 50 Guardians and you have to defeat 100 combatants. The Orbs of Power can be done by using your super or by getting kills with a weapon that's Masterwork 10. When a weapon is Masterwork to 10, it generates orbs on multi-kill. This is true for every weapon that you masterwork to 10. For the Guardians defeated, it's self-explanatory. You just have to get 50 Guardians defeated in the Crucible. And for the 100 combatants defeated, you can do strikes, nightfall, or gambit to complete it. So just acquire it and go do it. As you can see, I generated an orb of light. Right now, it's 1 orb of power collected. When I pick it up, it goes to 2 orbs of power collected. You don't have to use the Ticuus Divination necessarily. You can use any weapon that's masterwork. As you can see, I'm creating more orbs, and when I collect them, the orbs of power collected goes up. You don't need to use the Ticuus Divination for the combatants defeated. As you can see, I'm using the Salvager Salvo, and whenever I get a kill, it counts towards the combatants defeated. This is true for any weapon. I got a kill with the bow, and the combatants defeated goes to 16. I got a lot of kills with the Warcliffe Coil, and the combatants defeated goes to 24. So you don't need to use the Ticuus Divination to complete any of these check marks. You can use any weapons as long as you're completing the check mark. One thing to know is that you have to use your super to collect more orbs of light, because when you have your super, you're not going to be able to collect orbs of light. So make sure when you have your super to use your super and then collect more orbs of light. Make sure to pick any orbs of light that you see to make this go faster. One thing to know is that your teammates can also create orbs of light. So whenever your teammates collect orbs of light, just collect it and it will go towards your progress. You don't need to use the Ticuus Divination to get kills with the opponents defeated. As you can see, I got an opponent defeated right now with my shotgun and the Guardians went up to 2. One thing to know is that for the Guardians defeated portion of this quest, it doesn't matter what weapons you use. Just use whatever weapons you're most comfortable with and just get kills in the Crucible. It will count towards the check mark. Also, getting kills with your super counts towards the check mark. You can also get the Orbs of Power collected check mark done in the Crucible. When teammates use their supers and they get kills with those supers, they will generate Orbs of Power. When that happens, just collect the Orbs of Power and it will go towards the check mark. Alright, I completed step number 1 in the Points Piercing Forever Catalyst quest. Step 2 in the Points Piercing Forever quest is complete strike playlist, the ordeal, gambit, crucible, and defeat combatants with Ticuus Divination. Crucible and or gambit wins and higher tier ordeal completions provide additional progress. You need 200 calibration data generated. You need to defeat 50 guardians with Ticuus Divination, and you need 100 combatants defeated with Ticuus Divination. For this part of the quest, you do need to have Ticuus Divination equipped. For the calibration data generated and the combatants defeated with Ticuus Divination, I suggest doing the Knife of the Ordeal on hero mode, because getting Crucible and Gambit wins is actually harder than you think. And if you don't like playing Crucible or doing Gambit, then doing Knife of the Ordeal on hero mode is the best way to go in completing this step. Once you load up in the Knife, just get kills with the Ticuus Divination, and the combatants defeated will go up. The toughest part in this step is going to be getting the calibration data generated. Crucible and Gambit wins give you +2 every win, while Knife Out the Ordeal on hero mode gives you +1. I would say doing Crucible and Gambit is better because you get more progress, but the only downfall is that you need to get win, and that's not an easy thing to do. So I would say do the Knife Out the Ordeal on hero mode. It's going to take you a while, but each Knife Out completed will give you +1. You don't have to win in the Knife Out the Ordeal because you don't get wins, so you just have to complete it. Then again, if you want to get additional progress, I suggest doing Legend, Master, and Grandmaster. But the thing with Legend, Master, and Grandmaster Knifefall is that you need to find 2 other people to help you do the Knifefall. Not to mention for Legend, Master, and Grandmaster, the recommended power is about 1300, and they are more difficult to do because of the modifiers and because of the level. Grandmaster requires your power to be at least 1350. If you're not 1350, then it's gonna be a lot tougher for you and your fire team. So it depends on what activity you feel most comfortable doing to completing the calibration data generated calibrated. It says step number 2 is gonna take quite some time because of the calibration data generated. I'll be telling you guys what step number 3 is. Step number 3 is just to visit Banshee 44 in the tower. Once you speak to Banshee 44 in the tower, he'll give you the Ticuus Divination catalyst. According to Light GG, the catalyst gives Ticuus Divination the perk Casuality Quiver. Perfectly drawn arrows that detonate sacred flames increase arrow damage. Striking targets unaffected by sacred flame instead refreshes Casuality arrows duration. Supposedly, you need to defeat 700 enemies with the catalyst on to unlock the upgrade Casuality Quiver. The Ticuus Divination catalyst will also generate orbs and multi-kills and gain a tracker that displays the number of combatants defeated with it.